Hi, my name is George Ortiz, and I give permission to be filmed. To me, a drag queen means having no limits to what you can do and what you can look like, and basically not having any restrictions to what gender, the definition of gender is, I guess. I started doing drag for a fundraiser to raise money, and after that, basically, I just ended up in the loop of it because I ended up using that as a way of escape. I used it to get away from problems and kind of go into a different world where I didn't have to like deal with them, and I guess basically it helped me a lot. So it was kind of like my way of therapy, like my own self-therapy, and it distracted me from reality, and it made me feel better. It was very spontaneous, and I didn't plan on doing drag, so it was very like different because I didn't know what to expect. Like I didn't really know what drag was. I mean, I would see it, and I would see people performing and stuff, but yeah, my first song was Gloria Trevi. It was Gloria Trevi, Agárrate. Well, it was like a mix. It was like Llano and Agárrate, but basically, yeah, like I only felt comfortable with that type of music because like at that moment, like that's what I was listening to and what I was really into. And yeah, I think it's something that I chose, which was kind of different for me because usually where I performed, it was mainly like top 40s and like mainstream music, like English music, and I just kind of busted out with like Mexican stuff. And it was funny, it was cool, and I liked the fact that people accepted it and sang along, so I didn't feel so awkward. I feel sexy. I'm feeling sexy and free. Yeah, I feel pretty like, I don't know, like I don't feel like I have any rules or regulations to like follow, and I just pretty much feel like with Venus I could just be the bitch and do and say whatever I please, and no one, like I could get away with it, and no one's gonna say anything. Venus comes from this song by Bjork called Venus as a Boy. Basically, I would listen to it. I would listen to Bjork a lot back in the day. I mean, I still do, but not really. And that kind of like got into my head because I was really into Greek mythology, and I love Xena, the warrior princess. So I was very into like that whole like Greek mythology, and I kind of like when, like I said, it was spontaneous for me to do drag. So like I didn't really have a name. It was just kind of like on the spot that I had to think of something, and I came up with all these like weird names. But I think Venus came up because I don't know. It was very like when I think about like Greek mythology, like it's kind of I think in the Roman mythology though, because I think for Greek it's Aphrodite, and then Roman I think it's by planets. I think it's Venus. So like I want something different, and I didn't want something long, and I think it fit. You know, like it was pretty cool. And Sailor Moon also, I was a very big Sailor Moon fan. I mean, Sailor Venus wasn't my favorite, but I really liked them all, and she was like kind of like I don't know, she was kind of like the secret key to like something, so I thought that was pretty cool. My friends were pretty much shocked because I didn't even tell anybody that I was gonna do it, and like when I kind of just showed up to the club, dressed up and stuff. But I guess everybody was just pretty much complimenting me and telling me like how like great I looked and stuff. So like I guess they were pretty accepting. However, like I think because I started doing drag, a lot of my friends that were very anti, I guess not just drag, but like feminine, like femme guys, or like anything that has to do with like not being a man. It kind of switched their perspective on the whole issue, and they became a lot more accepting, and kind of like since they had a very close friend of them that actually did drag, they kind of like put all that stuff aside, like the negative stuff aside. We kind of like rip our sofas apart, and the cushion inside, I mean, you basically shape it. There's different ways to do like body. It was called body, I guess. You basically like use different pairs of nylons or like just thick stuff like this, and you basically like place it like, well, you put on the nylons first, and then you basically like put it in and stuff like that, and basically you yeah, you just make it like stay there like with the nylons, and it just tightens it up, and basically like you have to make sure where it goes and stuff like that, so then it gives you like the female curves, because yeah, guys don't have hips. But yeah, yeah, that, or like what else, there's duct tape, obviously, like, you know, you have to kind of hide the little man down there, or the big man, whatever you want to call it. You basically talk, and yeah, you kind of hide it. And I guess duct tape is also used to like create like cleavage or boobs and stuff. Like, I guess like bigger guys, I guess, like they tape, and basically like it raises like their skin or whatever, and it just kind of like puts it together, and you kind of just like dry it out, and it looks like real boobs. It depends. If I'm in a rush and I really, really have to like get in drag like that, I'll take like 15-20 minutes, like really, really quick. But if I do take my time and I do want to like just kind of like play around with everything I have to do and like talk, probably like 45 minutes to an hour. Is performing like your favorite music, and my least favorite part is putting on the body and like tucking, because it's just like so much hard work, because it's like, I don't know, it takes forever, and you just kind of have to make it right. But yeah. Oh, and I also like to sew and make my own costumes, because it's fun, because you like kind of have like this whole like image in your head, and you kind of bring it to life, and once it's like put on you, you're like, yeah, I did it. No, I don't have a boyfriend right now. Thank God. No, just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But my previous relationships, none of them have had a problem with me doing drag, except my first boyfriend, which is why I started kind of like, I got stuck in doing drag. I was with him for like 2 years, and I guess this whole like idea of doing drag, which he had told me he supported me, but then when he thought I was just kidding, and then I told him it was for real, he kind of like talk shit, like he said everything in the book, and like made me feel like crap, and I got very upset, and I think because of that, like he broke up with me, and like I guess that's why I said like I kind of escaped reality with it, because I was so upset and depressed that I think my only energy and like motivation was to put on a good show, and like I guess get the positive vibes from people, like the cheers, the compliments, everything that I guess that he kind of pushed me down to like kind of lift me up. I think I got it from the audience and not him. And after him, I mean, like now, like today, this present day, he's very accepting, and he's like very, like I guess because he got educated throughout the way, like throughout time, and like now he's pretty cool, and we're cool and stuff. And I guess after him, like all my other boyfriends, you know, I did drag before they dated me, I guess, and they knew it was a big part of my life, and I don't think I let anyone like take that away from me. Like I said, drag is my thing, and no one's gonna take it away from me, and I don't have to negotiate that, because I think that's something that's always been there for me. And I mean, a boyfriend isn't always there for you, so yeah. Oh my god, all the time. No, I'm just kidding. No, I haven't. I have a lot of friends that do it, but I don't know, like I don't feel right doing it. I want to keep Venus a virgin. I think that's like, yeah, she has to stay a virgin. But no, like I don't know. I don't find it exciting or pleasing for me. I think I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable. I feel like, I don't know, all that makeup and that hair, and just like, no, I want to enjoy myself. But no, I don't know. It's not something that I find. I think what I would tell them is like give it a chance to explore it, and like I guess understand it, and like know where it comes from, and like its principles, and why people do it. It's not always about like, I think there's a lot of like stereotypes and stuff like that to what drag being or doing drag. Like yeah, there's stereotypes, and I don't know, like I think just the misconception is very harsh sometimes. But I think, I don't know, I think people like, I mean, like I said, like I've been performing like at colleges and places like that, and they're kind of very curious about it, because it's still something like that's, I mean, it's become a lot more normal, but at the same time people still kind of like wonder and ask and stuff like that. And I like it when people ask rather than just kind of assume and like make this whole like story about you, because it's not true.